Hi, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so I just want to talk about the CME gaps and what it's all about. This is probably aimed at people who might be new to my channel or people who are just curious about it all. Okay, so the CME group is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and what they do is they kind of trade Bitcoin during the week, during like normal trading hours. Which means it closes sometime very late on Friday and it reopens again on late Sunday night. I'm talking UTC there. So let's just have a quick look at their website. Okay, so this is the cmegroup.com website. If you want to see the price of Bitcoin, you can just put in Bitcoin and then go to Bitcoin Overview, CME Group, and you get to this page here, cmegroup.com/markets/cryptocurrencies/Bitcoin/Bitcoin.html. I tend to keep this as a saved bookmark because I tend to refer to it quite a lot, and it's also quite useful to look at it at the weekend to get an idea of where the price might go back to on the Monday. This is the price we're looking at here, 84185. Okay, now currently the price of Bitcoin is slightly above that. And what I tend to do is whatever I'm trading on, for example, I'm using ByBit at the moment, I would tend to sort of put that level on the chart, and I do that with a horizontal ray like that, and I would just set that at the price it was on Friday. And I'd probably give it a label, something like CME, and then I put the date in my usual ISO fashion that I prefer actually. I love this actually. If you have a date going by year, month, day, then it comes up with a number, and if you sort their numbers numerically, it sorts them into date order. I don't know why everyone doesn't do that. I tend to always use that because in my normal work I deal with clients in the UK, Europe, the US, worldwide, and some countries do it different. In America you go month, day, year. In the UK you go day, month, year. So to avoid confusion, I go year, month, day. Now that doesn't make complete sense because the actual chart you're looking at, for example, this is the ByBit perpetual contract chart, will be different to the CME. So I like to look at the CME chart as well. And to get there, you need to put this onto all. And here you need to look for BTC 1 exclamation mark. And then you will see it here, Bitcoin futures. So that's the chart you want. So let's go there, and you can see here that if we put that on, say, the 1 hour time frame, you can see that that last candle closed at 8 p.m. on Friday night UTC. And if you look back in the past, for example, you can see that this gap here came when the market closed on Friday, and then when it reopened on Sunday at 10 p.m. UTC. Okay. So I could just put a horizontal ray there to mark that, just to make it accurate. I tend to sort of go to the actual coordinates and put in that figure again, just to get it spot on. And I'll also give that a date. And I suppose to be totally correct, it should be yesterday's date, which was the 21st. Now, all of these CME prices in the recent year or so have all been returned to by the price sometime in the future. I think the one that took the longest was the one from last November that got closed a week or so ago. But the more recent ones have been closed very quickly. So I would expect the price to return to that kind of level sometime during the week. So let's go back to the ByBit chart. Now, if we look here, this parallel channel I drew the other day, this is actually looking all right, isn't it? It looks like Bitcoin could have broken out from this channel. It seemed to come back, do a little retest, and now it's kind of floating off sideways, which is okay. So let's see if we can see anything on the moving averages to give an idea of what might happen next. And indeed, when I actually recorded this piece of video here, which was about an hour ago, it did look like they were about to converge, the yellow and the green EMAs, but in actual fact, if we look at this now, about an hour later, you can see that the yellow started turning away from the green, so that probably isn't going to happen anytime soon, and consequently the price is coming down. Now, this does seem to be changing all the time, so it's really hard to say what's going to happen, and being the weekend, it probably doesn't help either. At this point, I probably should mention the indicator that I've been playing with for the last few days. This started out as an open source indicator, then it disappeared from TradingView. I made a copy, I've made a few changes, and if you want to find it, just go to indicators on TradingView and look for SWC, and then in the community section you should see SWC QR Oscillator, okay, which is now my indicator. So if you give that a click, it will appear on your chart. If you can't find it for any reason, I'll leave a link in the description down below, so you can go there and go straight to the description page as well. Now, what we're looking here for trend reversals is when these 4 stochastics all go below this 20% mark here. And you can see they did that earlier on today, but now they're back up again. So it looks like we're probably temporarily heading up for a while. Now, what you can also look for with this is these green lines here, which is like a bullish divergence. Now, when you do get one of those, you need to look out for these red crosses as well, which is a sign that the price might go down. So there is the possibility the price might pull back a little bit more. But we'll get a better idea of how this works the more we use the indicator. For now, I'm just kind of looking at what it does, and eventually the idea is to come up with a strategy that involves this indicator and this indicator. If you want to see these EMAs, by the way, just go to the video that's linked at the end of this video and see another video about how to set it up. Alternatively, just go to savewith.crypto.org, not .com, and if you look here, you'll see my favourite free TradingView indicator, and this is the one here that I use for the EMAs that you will often see on my chart. It's these red, cyan, yellow and green lines. So obviously at the moment I'm looking for something similar to what happened here. Maybe we'll get a double bottom like that and we'll go up a bit. But do bear in mind this level here from the CME close on Friday. Now, I did get this comment here from Paul. He was talking about the alerts with the quad rotation indicator, which is what the QR oscillator is all about. He also mentioned this super signal that he'd never seen. Okay, let me just show you what this is all about. Okay, so if you go to alerts and you go to set up alerts, what you need to do is you need to change that to SWC QR oscillator. Okay, and then you've got a choice of different alerts here. The super signal that he was talking about, I did actually set up an alert for that, and I did see it once, but I never saw it on the chart, so I assumed that it didn't stay for whatever candle that was that I set it for, but I believe it does trigger every now and again. Anyway, so let's say, for example, if you wanted to see that red cross, you'd be looking for this ABCD short detected. Okay, so that would be the actual alert you'd set up. And I'd probably suggest that you either have it once per bar or once per bar close. Once per bar will show you a lot more alerts, obviously, but once per bar close might be more accurate. And you can just give it that name there, or if you like, might make more sense if you give it something like red cross and then whatever time frame you're on, 1 minute. I am intending to change the actual message from the alerts, because I think ABCD short pattern detected doesn't necessarily mean, in my head, it's a red cross. I might actually make that something a bit more friendly, but for now I just want to make sure it's all working properly. But that's how you set up the alerts anyway. And you can see here that I've been playing with quite a lot of these, experimenting at the moment, just trying to think of better and more meaningful messages from the alerts. So it's a work in progress, but there you go. It's called the SWC QR oscillator. QR stands for quad rotation, which was the original name of the indicator. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I'm trading on multiple exchanges at the moment. If you want to see which ones I'm using and the benefits you can get by using my links, do go over to savewithcrypto.org, not .com, And look at here at exchanges. You can see here ByBit will give you a $30,000 trading bonus, depending on your deposit, of course. And the same for BitGet, also $30,000. Blofin, there are various sign-up bonuses, but they're all quite generous. BitUnix gives you other bonuses as well that vary from time to time. I will let you know when I've got a new good one. Phemex you can also use. I don't use it so much myself actually, but you can get up to an $8,800 sign-up bonus there for nothing. And I've got these other ones like Hotcoin and Weeks that I don't use so much. But they're all there on savewith.crypto.org. And actually every link on this page pretty much gets you something for every kind of service, whether that be like NordVPN, TradingView, or of course the Stonksy indicator that I also use quite a lot. Even the Palo ID gets you some points that you're able to use later on to get money off things as well. So do check out savewithcrypto.org, not .com, .org. Okay, so the price doesn't look like it knows what it wants to do today. I think it's because it's the weekend, but I think we'll see some sideways movement throughout the weekend. Probably nothing too exciting. That probably means I'm completely wrong and it'll do something chaotic later on today. If you've got any thoughts yourself, please do leave them in the comments down below, or just use the comments to say hello. While you're down there, please do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. And give the video a big fat like, please. That's really important. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.